Oh, that's a fucking tank.
Hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is Rip R4, as you may know me. You know,
Just joined.
at my channel, it's me, Rip. And as you can see, if you've clicked on this video correctly, you've clicked on a good old-fashioned Rip's Talk Show. This is episode 19, and I am here joined by my good friend Ziggy Z004, and as of today, we have both hit YouTube milestones. If you'd believe it, I hitting 300 subs. I'll make a video on that later, and Ziggy will also make a video later on him hitting 100 subs, and I assume there's someone else in this call with me as well. It's a little random right now, but I will say, in the background, you'll be seeing some Gears of War Horde footage. But Ziggy, what do you have to say?
Should I hit the gritty?
Maybe. And Hawk, how are you doing? I was not expecting you to be here.
That's Hawk that joined? That's not Hawk.
I'm Greek, and I drive a Jeep Wrangler like a fucking asshole.
I would like to mention Cited.
I'm way too good at Halo for some reason.
I would like to mention Cited. This will be up on my channel on a Rips Talk Show. So welcome to, I guess, your first Rips Talk Show.
I wasn't calling Hawk an asshole. I need to mention that. But Wrangler drivers are objectively assholes.
Alrighty.
So therefore,
You want to complain about Wrangler drivers when literally BMW exists?
When what?
So when literally BMW exists?
Okay, the thing is, okay, the lights on a Jeep Wrangler are fucking miserable. They are so bright, and they are also, like, the stock Wranglers are high enough that, like, they burn through the back window of an average sedan. That's not even considering, like, all the upgrades that you can get on those things.
I literally know nothing about Jeep Wranglers.
Consider yourself lucky because they're made in Toledo and Detroit, mostly Toledo.
I will say,
Mobile fire car for this
there's
one.
not much I know what to talk about this week, but there is a game that Ziggy brought to my attention. What was the name of it again, Ziggy?
I think it's called Pal World. It's literally Pokemon with guns, and I can't wait to play it. I've been waiting like 2 years for this shit.
Pikachu uses Gat.
Yeah, Pikachu. Use Thundergat.
I will say,
It was criminally effective.
as of recording this, you'll be seeing this once again on Thursday. As of currently recording this for me, or for us actually, last night, on the For Moderately Calm Gentleman channel, Cited, Battle Axe, and Owen streamed Lethal Company.
It went awful. We didn't know what we were doing and we died.
Next time, I'd say just have me in the call. I'll be your voice of reasoning, I guess.
Rip and I literally know what to do. Because, like,
call most of the time because it's in-game chat.
Yeah.
Proximity chat.
Rip and I know what to do because we've watched so many Lethal Company videos that were recommended.
I haven't watched more than one Markiplier video. That's the thing.
I have
Oh my
not
God.
watched a Markiplier video.
Like not knowing what they were doing, so.
So, I gotta ask all of you, Cited and Ziggy, how's your week been?
Too long.
I honestly forget.
How'd you forget how your week was?
There's just a point where you don't want to remember.
You know, fair enough.
But today I worked 8 straight hours because I started baker training, and I burnt the shit out of my arm getting baguettes out of the oven. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my dad went to the ER today for high blood sugar, and then he was fine 4 hours later.
That is not surprising in the slightest.
Well, yeah, no, he's a diabetic. But like he asked me to take him to the hospital when I lived 20 minutes away, and I had work in 30 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I feel that. I'm not going to get into much specifics, but similar, not at all similar situation. As you two know, but I'll say it for the episode. I 2 nights ago, Tennessee experienced really bad weather, really bad. Bad, just bad weather. I don't know how else to put it. So the winds were terrible. We were currently we're building, turning our porch into another room, so we have a bunch of windows. And I was actually tasked with bringing some of those windows by the porch, and I did. My stepdad brought those windows onto the porch, and wind knocked them over and shattered one of them. And not only that, knocked over a tree onto my neighbor's fence. And so we had to, deal with that, obviously, with the fence down, because that could affect us too. So my stepdad was like, "Oh, I'm going to take care of the glass." He didn't take care of the glass. I did that today. But anyway, before I get into how we took care of the tree, I'm going to say that night, oh, trust me, I knew there was bad weather. The wind was howling. I could hear it through my walls, because I have some terrible walls, like they're very thin, and I could hear the outside pretty easily on my bed, and so I heard the wind howling, and I had a hard time sleeping. Eventually, I got to sleep at like 2, I fell asleep at 2, because I remember checking my phone, and then maybe falling asleep for 5-10 minutes later. I wake up at 3:14 in the morning, and you might be saying, why do you know that specifically? Because I remember checking my phone after I woke up to being pissed on by a cat.
As you do.
As you do. And I gotta say, I was livid. Who wouldn't be waking up to piss on your leg? So yeah, that happened. And so anyway, we took care of the tree by chainsawing it, and at one point while I was crossing over the fence to get a part of the stump, got electrocuted while holding the chainsaw. So, that hurt.
Oh yeah, yesterday we were under a level 1 snow emergency, even though there was maybe a millimeter of snow on the ground, and it wasn't even freezing. And that shit cleared in an hour.
Genuinely, I wish we could experience some snow.
That's the only snow we've had since fucking November. That is the only snow we have had since November. Jesus Christ, dude.
I remember when I went up there in 2022, and it was snowing when I got there, and I was like, wow, it's so magical.
Yeah, and then the freaking winter storm that never happened.
Dude, that pisses me off still. We got fucked over.
It was still the smart move to make, or else you'd be stranded there for a week longer.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, if it were to happen.
It was funny, my ticket got canceled. Because I guess they never canceled my original ticket, because, why not? But my original ticket got canceled while I was on the bus going back home. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah, no, they refunded me a bit.
You a ticket as long as you have proof that you lost.
Yeah, they refunded me a bit for that ticket, canceling
That's
it.
how we got stuck in Harrisburg for fucking 3 hours.
Oh yeah, that was when you came through here.
And holy shit, I've never seen that many trash bags on the fucking side of the road.
I have when going through Madison, Tennessee. That place is absolutely filthy. If you're ever going through Tennessee,
not even the shit parts of Cleveland were as bad as that part. I mean, I guess it was just the Greyhound area, but like still, holy fuck.
oh my god, I hate Greyhound buses.
They fucking suck, bro. They always be cutting me off on the highway.
They just suck.
It's not even that, dude. They just smell so bad.
They're so nasty.
Dirty.
Did I ever tell you?
And the people that ride in them are fucking disgusting people too.
They're
all like so shady and shit, and they're like yelling and screaming and all that shit. And they're adults, dude. These are all fucking adults.
I remember when on my way there, the police were almost called because of the bus driver because he wouldn't continue driving because he smelt weed on somebody.
Yeah.
And so I was in like Cleveland, like in like some like underground garage in Cleveland, because someone had weed on them, and we were there for like 30 minutes. And I'm sitting here like it's 4 a.m. I just want to go to fucking sleep.
It's just fucking weed, dog. Like seriously, gotta stop the bus and make everybody wait for that one.
But, like, the police didn't come,
today,
and, like, I guess they got it taken care of.
Oh. When I pulled into work, someone was getting, alcohol, or they were doing a sobriety test, like, on the sidewalk next to where I work. Like, they were just, like, he's like, okay, so stick your hands in to your side, just put one foot in front of the other, and I'm just really like, so he ended up getting arrested, and, they towed his car.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ on a bike. I just realized this. I never really talked about the Ohio trip on my channel. And I do want to talk about some bits of it. Like how the fact that while leaving out Waffle House, Battle Axe was just going, oh, hot, sweaty man. It was just doing that the whole time. And at one point, we both just turn around and look at him, and I just go, man, at this point, I don't even know if, like, this is a bit.
He's a gay boy. He's gay.
He's gay. Can you believe it, guys? Battle Axe animations. Imagine if we just put a video just called "The Truth About Battle Axe Animations" #2, and it's just all it is just a rainbow.
He's gay.
He's gay. Video ends.
He's gay. Base under attack.
That's fine.
Forge is down.
Yeah, Forge is back up.
Forge is down.
I should mention as well, while this is going on, Ziggy is playing a game called Army Men RTS.
Literally, like, one of my favorite childhood games ever.
It's really fun. I think I've heard of it before.
It's so much fun. You have no fucking idea. Oh my god, Bullseye, will you fucking stay? Yes, I know there's a goddamn RPG down there. Dude, I'm getting all that sweet ass fucking training money. Holy shit, dude. I think it gives you a boost of like $3 an hour.
Oh yeah.
Time to summon the RPGs. Let's fucking go.
But yeah.
I think my dad would probably play the first one. My dad actually used to play a lot of RTS games, but they were like... No, they weren't really RTS. They were like turn-based strategy games. But I don't know. He really enjoyed those. This was like the first RTS I ever played.
My stepdad talked about how he would play like stuff like Age of Empires.
Age of Empires.
But like mostly he was playing like, I don't know, stuff like Halo. I was told the reason he got so burnt out on Halo and doesn't like it anymore is because that's all anyone would want to play when he'd want to play games with his friends.
That's literally, that was how many years ago? Like fucking 15? I think it's time for him to move on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. It's like the reason I can't fucking play Apex anymore.
Okay, so I would like to point out, he plays Gears of War 5 every day, and he's been playing it every day since it came out.
That's really sad and also very embarrassing.
Well, now, don't worry, guys. He's diversified. He now plays Modern Warfare 2 alongside with Gears 5.
Oh!
The new one?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2019 was fantastic, and if it was as good as it was on launch, I would still play it. But, like, I feel like I don't know, it's just the same game, but worse. Like, I don't know.
They shouldn't have they literally should have just, you know.
They didn't need to make a trilogy.
They didn't. They really didn't. Jesus
2019 was good.
Motherfucker, that is
and they could have redone it as like a prequel to the trilogy. I would have been fine with that.
I was thinking maybe like continue like what happened to Price after the fact.
Like, yeah, I mean that would have been cool too.
Like I would love to know what happens to Price after Modern Warfare 3.
Oh my god, fuck off.
And I'm not talking about the new Modern Warfare 3. I'm talking about, you know, what happens to Price
like
after
2011, yeah.
I actually don't know what happens in the new one because I don't own it and I don't think I ever will unless Colin decides to get it.
I mean, spoiler alert, Soap died, but big whoop, he already died.
He dies in the original Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, and it was so much fucking better.
The original one was like so tragic.
And this one they just did it for shock value and they needed to kill someone. Are you serious? Yeah.
Is he the only one that dies?
Mm-hmm.
That's a BS.
Are you dead ass right now?
Like in the other one, like in the old one, Yuri dies, fucking Makarov dies. But Shepard dies in Modern Warfare 3, but he dies in the end credits. He died Price comes by, he shoots him in the head while he's sitting in his office, and it's like the most lame shit ever.
Yeah, no, the original Shepard death is so awesome with throwing the throwing knife into Shepard's head.
Yeah, and he hits him like right in the fucking eye, which is like insane.
Metal.
And a very hard throw.
Absolutely metal.
They just had to make that shit boring.
Jesus fucking Christ, those are ants.
I gotta say as well, because I'm thinking about your Lethal Company stream. I love the comment or in the live chat where someone's like, "I clicked the Battle Axe link. Who are these guys?"
Yeah, that kind of just. I mean, it didn't piss me off. It just made me sad.
It was like
that's really all. Like he's just like this massive guy who apparently has no friends to you, isn't he?
And what's crazy is Battle Axe has made videos where he's talking. How did you not know which one was Battle Axe? And like if you're a fan, you know who he voices someone in every animation, and in his biggest animation, Planet Qatari, he voices Liam. Because I found it funny how he framed it, because he didn't go, "Oh, they're my friends." He just goes, "Oh yeah, they voice act for me." I'm like, Battle Axe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
wow.
It's like, oh yeah, well I'm just giving them reference of like who these people are, you know? So.
Yeah, I'm like, you could have first said that friends, and then and also if you might know them for. Like for example, Ziggy, good friend of mine. Like Ziggy's great friend of mine. You might also know him from the recent Destiny 2 content I've been putting out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know the last thing I put out with you, Cited.
He's a cool dude. I sometimes play video games in him, but he's also mentioned in my obituary.
Mentioned in the obituary.
Impossible. I can't.
Fucking lid on this thing now.
Oh man, I will tell you.
That's it. I'm writing you out of my will.
on today of my strange addictions,
shit.
I am addicted to tea, just sweet tea. I drink it so much, and Cited here can testify. While at his house, I went to Walmart and bought a picture and the stuff to make sweet tea, and made like a few. I made, I think, 2 or 3 full pictures in that day. No, just 2. I'm not gonna lie. I set your pot on fire at one point.
That's fucked up. I still use that picture every once in a while. I made lemonade a few weeks ago.
Nice.
I had some lemons that were like kind of old. It's not that great, but yeah.
I actually.
All right, who's Harry? All right.
I find it funny. The one person who didn't like it was the one from New York. Because you and your mom liked it.
The answer free. That would be great. You freed the giant mayfly. We'll be.
Wow.
I don't even know.
I've been holding this back because I'm not trying to like shove it down all your throats. But, you know, since it is the background footage of this episode, if you are watching it as, you know, something on your screen, sorry for no audio on the game. I'm just, you know, that's for the audio listeners, so they don't have to hear, like, people dying left and right. I'm going to talk about Gears of War real quick. And a Gears of War developer... Gears of War developers are usually just radio silent when it comes to the franchise on social media. But recently... they haven't. The only time they're not is when either something's about to be announced or if the game is in live development, you know? And so, I'm thinking this year we're going to be seeing an announcement. Either that to one of the 3 games they're working on, or that be the show or the movie. I'm actually really excited for anything Gears of War related. Like I said, whether that be one of the 3 games, the show, or the movie. And I think the show and the movie, if they're good, is going to be a good way to bring people back into the franchise. Or get people interested into the franchise. Like, I bet, like, there's probably going to be some people who watch it. It's like, wow, I'm going to look up this franchise. It's like, oh, they have games? I don't know.
You got games on your phone?
I just think about how bad the Halo TV show was and how good the Last of Us TV show was. And I hope the Gears of War like movie/TV shows are as good as the Last of Us thing.
Okay, so the ants did start spawning. Oh, they killed something out here.
I have lambent all over me. I gotta kill them. Ow.
My dumbass is getting out of there.
I will say as well. There's some kind of content I do want to be putting out soon. AKA, I want to be putting out more Horde footage of me just playing Horde gameplay, because I was playing with Logan, a friend of ours, on Gears 5 Horde, because he recently got Gears 5, and we were playing this Horde variant game mode known as Horde Roulette, and it's literally just randomizes the enemies each wave, and on the second to last wave, there was 7 matriarchs. And if you're an older Gears of War fan, you might be like, what's a matriarch? Imagine a berserker on crack. And like I said, 7 of them. So, that's what I had to deal with. Oh, that's a warden!
Alright, one less guy for us to deal with.
I added burning effect to him. And it's actually Jesus. Killed him.
Yeah, punch straight through this bitch.
Also, I don't know if any of you saw, because Last of Us, I brought this up. Nick Offerman won, I think, a Grammy for his performance in Last of Us, actually.
Most excellent.
And another thing, did anyone see the article about the plane that a part of the wall came out while it was flying?
Yeah, where the kid's shirt got ripped off mid-flight.
Yeah, no, and how his phone got sucked out, but his phone, like, landed and it was perfectly okay. That's wild, and I found out why, because I actually did some research on this topic. Do you want to know why the wall came out?
No, I didn't read it. Why?
Because originally that was a door. But there's a company that, for this specific kind of plane, they do seal-ins. If you don't want a door there, because it's usually like an alternate door, you can have a wall put in to seal in where the door used to be. And I guess they didn't do a good job, a good enough job for a wall because, it became a door again. And also, I guess I talked about this earlier before we were filming, but Cited wasn't here, so I'm going to hit him with some of this news. Did you see about how a bunch of like YouTubers have been retiring this year?
I saw Captain Sparkle's retired. But
well, he's retiring from Minecraft, and like Tom Scott is retiring from doing weekly uploads. You have Matt Pat, who's retiring in March. Moose Knuckle, who was a friend of Vanos Gaming, has retired, and it's like a bunch of stuff like that. It's like, wow, this is an end of an era.
Not gonna lie, the only one you mentioned that I recognized was fucking Matt Pat.
I swear you sent a Tom Scott video. I don't watch Tom Scott, but
I might have, but the name isn't familiar to me.
I know a lot of people who do watch Tom Scott, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
Good evening, everyone. This is Tom Scott, and today we'll be killing a man.
But yeah, no, it's wild to think about that. And I guess another thing I should bring up, which is actually what motivated me to bring back this series, Rip's Talk Show, is Bernie Burns is back doing like just content, and so far that's just a podcast known as Morning Somewhere, and it's just him and his wife, Ashley Jenkins, now known as Ashley Burns, because they got married. Just talk about random events, and it's a daily podcast that comes out besides on the weekends. Obviously not sponsored. I'm just talking about it because it's something I'm interested in.
Not sponsored. We're just here to smoke crack.
I have no comment. But yeah, no, it's just like stuff like that. I watched a lot of things. Let me rephrase. I've been rewatching a lot of things, and everyone has this issue where, like, not everyone, but a lot of people have the issue of you don't know what to watch, so you go and watch something you've already watched. Or you don't feel like watching something new, so you go and watch something you've already watched. I have a habit of rewatching Doctor Who a lot. It's bad. Thankfully, I didn't watch anything like that today. I think, quite literally, I was just watching. I watched an hour-long Lethal Company video.
Ass right now, bruh.
And I did the usual Rip thing. I replayed Gears of War 2. Speaking of Gears of War 2, I guess. Cited, have you beaten Gears of War 2 yet?
No. I honestly haven't touched it in over like a year now.
I'm down to play it with you as your like co-op player.
Well, I kind of want to experience the original on my own.
All right. No harm, no foul.
Who the fuck? Oh, it's Joey Ramone. Isn't that one,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's ridiculous. They had a full-scale attack.
Also, something I didn't think, something I thought has already happened in the past years, but actually happened this past week. Willem Dafoe now has a star on the Walk of Fame. And you hear that, and you might be thinking, didn't he already have one? Apparently not.
Yep. It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. And it shocked me when I heard that news, because I'm like, wait, he didn't already have one? Because when you think about, like, just acting over, or just media in the past 20 years, Willem Dafoe's been in a lot, and every time he's on screen, you always are captivated, because he's just good at what he does. You know?
Yeah.
So it's, like, shocking to me, actually, that, they just didn't like
Fucking God,
this is happening just now. But you know, I digress. But you know, it's good for him. He's probably on like cloud 9. I don't know. I forgot I have ammo regeneration, so I'm like sitting here like, huh, my ammo's coming back. Also, Mac DeMarco put out a new album. It's just instrumentals, and apparently this album was unofficially released about 10 years ago. But once again, it's just another like instrumental thing, like One Way in G or whatever it's called. And it sucks because like I do enjoy hearing lyrics from the guy, but you know, if he doesn't want to sing, I guess he doesn't gotta sing. No one's holding him at gunpoint. Yeah, that's something I thought about just now. Speaking of like music, is there any like any artists either of you have been kind of like into recently? Like they're just stuck in your ear.
Silverchair. I've been listening to a lot of Silverchair. Trying to get into Fugazi.
Kendrick Lamar, and I'm going to be trying to get into Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix is a good one. Kendrick's not too bad. I'm not too big into that style of music, but
which is fair.
I actually don't really like it all too much.
Kendrick's got a lot of just chill music that I'll put on just to relax. And sometimes I relate to the song, like the lyrics, which isn't good with some of the songs. Like I really feel with the opening lyrics to his song Fear, which, you know, I shouldn't. I remember, this is going to sound so fucked up, but I remember like after something really like I guess traumatic happened, I came home, hopped in the shower, started playing that song, and just had a mental breakdown in the shower. And it was like, yeah, okay. I remember shouting the lyrics as well, because I'm like, yeah, why not? This will relieve some of the anger. Not anger, pain. I don't know. But you know how it goes. Also, I found this out semi recently. Apparently, Gordon Ramsay put out these things where like it's like a food thing that you can like buy in the freezer aisle and heat them up, where it's like mini meals, like for example like mini beef Wellingtons. It's like why does this exist? Who's gonna buy a microwavable beef Wellington?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Oh yeah, the Gordon Ramsay like frozen shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I really bitch it all the time. I have been watching so much health tips and like hotel health, and like the amount of times he complains about food being frozen is like actually crazy. And then he releases fucking he releases like TV trays. Like what the fuck? Microwave dinners, bro? That's like your number one enemy.
Your number one enemy.
I was sitting here because a lot of my family has been watching MasterChef recently, and I'll sometimes tune in. Like I'll sit down on the couch and watch with them sometimes if it's on, and it's interesting. But yeah, I completely know what you're getting at because it's just like this is what you're against, and you're putting it out. This is you've become the very thing you've sworn to destroy. Is what I think about, and I guess with that reference, I should talk about Bad Batch Season 3's coming out this year. That's wild.
But after I finish watching that, I think I'll cancel my Disney Plus. I don't feel like anything else is going to come out that I really want to watch.
Apparently, a Mandalorian movie is going to be coming out that'll be on the big screen, like theaters. And I don't know what's coming out first, Season 4 or the movie.
There's a Season 4 coming out? Literally?
Yeah, that was
fine.
That was confirmed forever ago.
I don't really keep up with this. But, like, Season 2 had a perfect ending. They could have ended it off there. Season 3 had a decent ending, too.
Yeah.
Gideon's... Well, I guess, I don't know.
Season 3's ending, like, the way it ended was like, okay, I guess Mando's retired now.
Yeah, like, they can end it there.
He's just got himself a house.
Like, everything's alright, kind of endings, and then it just fucking, like, the opposite.
Season 2 was the, like, I wouldn't say, like, maybe the perfect ending for the show, but, like, it was the perfect send-off for Grogu's character. Like, you know, for him to just not be there anymore. And Disney ruined it. Because Jon Favreau literally talked about how he did not want Grogu to come back. And, you know, that wasn't, like, execs were like, nah, you're going to bring him back. Which, that I say, sucks, but, hey, what are you going to do about it, you know? But it's wild, like I said. There's rumored that I think it's Star Wars Acolyte has Keanu Reeves in it. I think that's the thing I'm talking about. But some Star Wars project coming up is rumored to have Keanu Reeves in it. And what it is it takes place in the Old Republic.
Hell yeah.
And I think he may be playing Revan. That one's a bit of a stretch.
Keanu's Revan? Oh, that's so good.
I feel we've never seen Revan's face, right? I feel like having...
No, we've seen Revan's face.
Have we?
Yeah.
Revan's face model is actually modeled after Keanu. That one's true. You can look that up right now. And if it's not, blame Ziggy, because he's the one who told me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. That is... Yep. Wow.
So, yeah, no, Star Wars Acolyte is about, like, the first ever Jedi, I believe. And I guess the antagonist of the show is Revan, a.k.a. Keanu Reeves. Which, I gotta say, Keanu Reeves, Revan, that's amazing.
Where am I supposed to have, like, the fucking older publisher was announced, like, forever ago, and, like, we haven't heard it until recently.
Hang on. Whoever joined, just so you know, this is currently being live streamed / recorded. Hello? Who joined?
I have no idea who joined.
I don't think anyone's there.
Somebody did.
Someone did, because, I mean, the notification sound was there.
My phone ain't working. What the fuck?
Where are we with the length of this? It's only 40 minutes. I'm still down to talk about whatever. Oh, yeah. I just realized, I think either the end of this year or it already happened, but does anyone remember the Friday the 13th game?
Yeah.
I think that it got shut down completely either December 31st of like the December 31st, 2023, or the December 31st of this year. Like you can no longer buy it, but for another year, if you own it, you can play it until they shut it down completely. And I think it's just because they lost the license to Friday the 13th. Which is really interesting. And I wonder if that means if Mortal Kombat, for example, lost the license to, I guess, also Friday the 13th, does that mean they wouldn't be allowed to sell that DLC anymore for Mortal Kombat 10? See, because I don't really know how that stuff works. And speaking of stuff like that, I don't know. This reminds me. I know I've talked about it with Ziggy because we had a long conversation about this. But do you know about the absurdity, Cited, of how many video games Isaac Clarke has been in?
Huh?
Isaac Clarke from Dead Space has the world record in gaming for the character with the most crossovers.
I swear the only one I can name is fucking Fortnite.
You can look this up. Someone made an in-depth video about it. Also, whoever just joined, I want you to know you are currently on a live stream. And anything
Oh, fuck off!
AK, you're also on Rip's Talk Show.
My Discord isn't working. This is awesome.
You're trying to see who joined?
Well, I literally can't even scroll down on the channels anymore. This is awesome.
Hey, hang on. I actually have my phone real quick. So I'm going to see who joined. It would be... I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Owen. Hello there, Owen. I was like, who's blazed on a kayak?
Oh, thank God! I can't believe I beat that fucking mission.
So, I'm not going to say outright what the next game I'm probably going to be uploading is, like for YouTube playthroughs, but I will give a hint. It was one of the horror. It was one of the games that made PewDiePie famous.
What, Amnesia?
No, it's not Amnesia. You know the game because we talked about it earlier, but don't say it because it'll be a surprise for YouTube. I'll talk about it later, Cited, if you're curious.
That shit is so gangster.
Indeed. So, Owen, how are you doing on this fine evening?
That shit's so gangster.
You want the pineapple?
Y'all fuck with the pineapple. Why does it have like a little hole in the back of its head? What is that? Is that a fan? It's got fans on the back of its helmet. That's hard. Wait, what? Who are you talking about? This guy? Nah, dude. Is that Army Men RTS? Yes. Do you know all the old Army Men games, like Sarge's Heroes and all that? Yeah, that's what this is. It is? But
Yeah.
Yeah, look. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Vicky's
I
here
remember
too.
there being like a little like third-person shooter one of those. I think that
Yeah, there's
exists, I
Sergeant's
think.
Heroes. Sergeant's Heroes 2. I don't know if Green Rogue is actually a game or if that's just an Easter egg in this. And then I gotta check my metal goals real quick.
They had like the blues and the grays, and they like were turning people into spiders or something. I think that was like part of the storyline. They were turning the other army men into like fucking like insects. It was really weird. It was really
never
fucked
heard
up
of this.
to watch, honestly.
Yeah, these games were always so fucking cool. This was the first one I played. Like, I actually never played any of the other ones, but this one's apparently like really big in. Hold on.
There's like a whole Army Men YouTube community. That's how I'd heard about this. I used to be big into Army Men. I have like a whole fucking tub of them.
I
I
honestly
should
would
pull that out at some point. I have like armored cars and jeeps and tanks and foliage.
Oh yeah,
and
and
shit ton of
apparently
soldiers.
on the PC port, you can play fucking multiplayer.
That's awesome, dude. Oh shit.
I'm debating if I want to keep playing. That last mission takes a lot of brain cells to complete.
I don't have any of those though. You know?
Actually, what I might do instead.
You know
You
what
sure
I
about that?
lack? I like brain cells. What is the GRD helmet? Oh, it's this. It's got like the little monocle on it.
We love the
What's so
GRD
cool
helmet.
about this helmet too? What's the GRD helmet a reference to? Is it just like a cool helmet that
It was-
like, wasn't
it was
in
a-
Reach originally?
It was a scrapped helmet from Reach.
It's kind of cool. I feel like, I mean, they definitely based, what's it called? What's Linda's helmet in Halo 5? They definitely based, like, that helmet kind of off of the GRD helmet, I think. What's the helmet
probably.
called? Argus. It was called Argus. Linda's armor, I actually kind of like the blue team armors, but I also just, like, I just did not like the Halo 5 armor at all.
Oh, well, I might actually hop out of here for the night.
Well, with that being said,
I feel you.
goodbye to you, Ziggy.
I'll see you guys. Good night, Ziggy. Oh, shit.
I guess with him disappearing, I guess I could say, this episode has been long enough. I know the episodes aren't as long as they used to be. You know, they've been hour-long episodes. But I think, 40 minutes is a nice little middle ground where you get to sit and listen. 47 minutes, actually, where you get to hear us ramble. And I'm sorry you didn't get enough dosage of Owen. Hopefully he could appear for the next episode that will... I don't know when, or I do know when. The next episode will be next week on the same day, Thursday. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I was joined by Ziggy, Cited, and Owen. And with that being said, I will see you all next time I upload. Goodbye, everyone.